Hey YouTube, this is Tamara Rose Blodgett, the Cheating Carnivore. Please subscribe and like this video so that I know what people like, what they're more interested in, and comment below and just let me know what your thoughts are on my videos. Now you can see today, this is an ADF update. I want to give you guys results and let you know what I'm doing as the Cheating Carnivore to try to clear up some low-lying infections I've had. Right now, I just completed my fourth 40-hour fast. And the main takeaway that you need to understand for me is that my glucose needle, my insulin response is 0 when I have cream. So I did do my first 2 fasts clean in a bid for grabbing autophagy, which is the process of the body rejuvenating and recycling cells and proteins and other things like that and keeping your system cleaner. And it can do that if you're not constantly eating food, because the digestion process is a huge distraction from autophagy and from the repair of the body. In the evening, when you're sleeping, your body does go into autophagy to some degree to help with that. But the constant frequency of meals doesn't allow for it to happen in our normal standard American diet. So now I'm being real aggressive. I want to get this eczema gone. That's in a big flare situation. And I would also like to take care of this eye infection and kind of nose problem. What's happening with my nose, it's real stuffed up. Like yesterday, I was perfect. I didn't have any eye stuff. I didn't have any nose stuff when I woke up yesterday morning. And today I woke up after my fast and it was all a problem again. So I think I'm gonna have to, like I had mentioned before, do a lot of rolling 36 to 42 hour fasts to allow autophagy to insert itself and help repair whatever's going on. And if it doesn't go away by the time we go to Mazatlan in early November, I'll go into an eye doctor and just say, this is happening to my eyes. And I'm kind of hoping they're not gonna say, it's your eyelash extensions. And then I'll be like, oh my God, vanity, right? I have had ongoing problems with my eyes because I have ocular rosacea, though it's been dormant for a while since I went carny again. I think when I went into menopause, my hormones shifted gears and it made a lot of stuff kind of flare that had been just low lying and not a problem even after I got a little older. Now it's a big hassle and it's just one of those daily life things where you're sort of like, wow, this is a real irritant that I have to deal with every day. So I really want to be steadfast. So last night when I was really wanting to eat food with Hubs and Mom, in my mind I said, we need to address our health things and we'll just fast through this. But I did dirty fast and I'll tell you a little bit about that. I'm now revisiting what I first said in the first 30 seconds of this video. I can biohack and leverage my system as a bio-individuality phase, in that I know that my body doesn't perceive cream as food, but it does give me fuel. So yesterday, for instance, since everybody understands calories, I had 1,200 calories in just fat. So I had 3 cups of coffee, which is actually technically 6. And then I had cream, a bunch of cream in each one. And when I didn't feel like having the spray-on cream on the top from the canister, the sugar-free stuff, I went ahead and just didn't have it. And I got through yesterday really nicely and didn't think about food much because I was so busy. But I will have to say, though, that fasting is a discipline, and even if you're fat fasting, it's a discipline. I've done it both ways, clean and fat fasting, which is considered dirty fasting, but it still works. Today I was at 161.5 pounds, and it's all fat loss. Now, part of that is because, I've had some trouble with regularity because I switched how I ate and everything like that. I got rid of the Swiss Chris crutch, and so I was having trouble. And the school of thought with carnivores is that if you're constipated, have more fat. If you're having too much diarrhea, have less fat. So my system's very slow in digestion. It's been that way since I was a kid. Usually fasting aligns better with my digestion anyway. That's just how my body responds better. And sure enough, I had Ducalox. I had just 2 pills and I had them Sunday night and I had an enormous clean out. I know that's just a TMI and it's super gross, but everybody poops, right? And for some of us, that's a hard case because of a lot of different factors, slow digestion, which either the chicken or the egg comes first. Is it because I have Hashimoto's and I have an autoimmune disorder and it's not quite cleared up? We'll find out because I'll have my TSH numbers tested in November as well, which I always do. Twice a year I do it, actually. So we need to know what's happening there, right? I will be having that tested. But for the meantime, today, I want to wear the t-shirt that says, I took a poop today. This is my tie-dye apron that my girlfriend made me about 7 or 8 years ago. Because I've been doing some cooking. I don't like to splatter food on my stuff. So if I do dishes or cooking, I'm always wearing an apron. Anyways, so I took a poop today. And I want to talk about it very graphically. And I know it's a little gross for you guys, so don't listen. But there's a thing called the Bristol scale. And the Bristol scale categorizes poops in both, mainly in consistency. So if you're a 1 on the Bristol scale, you have the little rabbit hard pellets. Okay, that's what a 1 is. A 5 is somebody that just goes to the bathroom and it's soup. It's soup poop. Like there is no solidification to it at all. That's my steak being ready. The 3 and 4 is the golden spot. It's a sweet spot. It's where you want to be as a human being. You want poops that are the right shape and they're soft, like toothpaste consistency or slightly more. All that's normal. And so I'm happy to announce that today on my very own, I took one of those. It was a Bristol Golden Star 3-4, and it wasn't very large. And I want to talk about that too, is that carnivores are, because most of their nutrient-dense foods are being taken into the body for use, oftentimes you won't go very often. And if you do, it won't be a lot. So I was very excited because I had a clean out on Monday. Today is Wednesday. And I was like, thank the good Lord. Now, what did I do differently to promote that? Because the pills don't work 2 days later. I mean, you have the thing, it's done. It follows a real predictable sequential course on the day that you're pooping after the pills, right? It wasn't that. I was on my own. So yesterday I had that 12,000 or 1,200 calories of fat. And so I did have a lot of fat, even though it was a fasting day. And I just wonder if that's it. So I'm going to try again. I'm going to have, of course, you know, the day before when I fed, I had my feeding day. I had steak, eggs, and bacon. And it was very difficult for me to finish what I fixed myself. So there was that as well. I'm finding OMAD to be very hard on my feed days. I almost have to open my window a little bit further to 4 or 6 hours so that I can get enough calories on my feed days that the fasting day isn't grueling and that I'm not making myself deficient in those macros, the essential nutrients, which is fat and protein. So stay tuned. I'm down to 161.5. My goal is 150. We'll see how I do it. And taking weight fast off usually is not good. But if it's fat, that's all you want to lose anyway, right? Love me. Subscribe. Thank you so much for liking this video and subscribing and for your viewership. I appreciate it.